Okay? Tell me I wasn't the only one who had to pause Peacemaker Season 2, Episode 2 at least 5 times, just to process everything they crammed in. I mean, we're talking Easter eggs so deep, you'd think James Gunn was hiding the keys to the entire DCU right under our noses. And if you blinked, yeah, you definitely missed something. So let me hit you with the real question, was this just another hilarious, violent Peacemaker episode? Or was it secretly the blueprint for the entire future of the DCU? Because after what I just saw, from LordTech to Gotham City itself, this wasn't filler. This was setup. And trust me, the clues are so wild, you're going to question if Gunn is basically daring us to connect the dots. Let's start with the shocker, the background reference to LordTech. Now, casual fans probably shrugged it off. Oh cool, another fake company logo. But you and I, we know better. LordTech belongs to none other than Maxwell Lord, one of DC's shadiest power players. Yeah, the same guy who once manipulated Wonder Woman, played politics with the Justice League, and bent reality itself with his influence. Why is LordTech showing up here? Because Gunn isn't just dropping names for fun. He's laying the foundation for a future where corporate corruption and superheroes collide. Think about it, Amanda Waller, LordTech, Task Force X. It's all part of the same web. But here's where it gets even crazier. Did you notice the Gotham City headline? For the first time, Peacemaker drops a direct breadcrumb trail pointing to Batman's backyard. And no, this wasn't a throwaway line. It was a confirmation. Gotham exists in the DCU timeline Gunn is building, which means sooner or later, Peacemaker is going to bump into one of the biggest figures in DC history. Maybe not Bruce himself, but Nightwing, Oracle, Huntress. You don't drop Gotham casually unless you're planning to cash that check later. Now let me throw a rhetorical question at you. What happens when a guy like Peacemaker, a dude who barely holds his life together, walks into the mythos of Gotham? It's chaos waiting to happen. Imagine him teaming up with someone like Red Hood, or worse, imagine him insulting Batman to his face. That's the kind of crossover energy Episode 2 is teasing. And this is just the beginning, because every single reference in this episode isn't just a wink, it's a breadcrumb trail. From the shadow of Maxwell Lord's empire, to the confirmation that Gotham is alive and well, to the little hints about RGS and Waller tightening their grip. Episode 2 is proof that Peacemaker Season 2 is more than just raunchy comedy. It's the glue stitching the DCU together, one Easter egg at a time. But let me hit pause here and ask you directly, did you catch all these details? Or did some of them fly right past you? Drop your wildest theory in the comments below, because I'm telling you now, this rabbit hole goes deeper than anyone expected. And hey, if you're someone who lives for this kind of forbidden DC knowledge, where we dig beneath the jokes and explosions to find the hidden architecture of the universe, you need to subscribe right now. This is the one and only time I'll ask during this video, but you don't want to miss what's coming up. Because here's the forbidden truth, Episode 2 doesn't just tease Gotham and LordTech. It sets up the biggest shift in the DCU since James Gunn announced his slate. And the more you look, the more obvious it becomes that Peacemaker is the Trojan horse leading us into the future of DC storytelling. Alright, let's get real for a second. Episode 2 wasn't just tossing us breadcrumbs, it was practically smacking us in the face with connections. And if you think this show is still just some side comedy sitting on the DCU's edge, I've got bad news, it's not. It's the secret highway the one Gunn is quietly paving underneath the bigger projects. Here's what I mean. Arduous. Every time Amanda Waller's shadow looms, you know things aren't just surface level anymore. That subtle dossier scene, hidden among the files, was a symbol tied to something much bigger than just keeping Peacemaker in check. It was a classified note that connected IRGUS directly to LordTech. Let that sink in. IRGUS, the government agency weaponizing criminals, and LordTech, a corporation tied to Maxwell Lord. That's not just paperwork, that's a blueprint for how Waller plans to stay relevant in the new DCU. Think about it, Waller doesn't just want Task Force X to succeed, she wants leverage. And who has always thrived on leverage? Maxwell Lord. This Easter egg isn't just fun, it's terrifying. Imagine a partnership where Waller's morally bankrupt strategies meet Lord's manipulative empire. That's a future Justice League level threat one Gunn might be planting right under our noses with a single logo in Episode 2. And that brings us to the Justice League. Yes, I'm saying it. This episode low-key referenced them without ever putting the spotlight on Superman, Flash, or Wonder Woman. Remember the casual throwaway line about Oros in red tape? That wasn't just comedy, it was a dig at how the Justice League is tied down by politics, while Waller's team gets to do what needs to be done. But the deeper implication? Gunn is showing us exactly why Peacemaker and his crew exist in this universe. They're the dark mirror to the Justice League, the heroes who save the world in ways the League never could or never would. Now, let's have some fun. Hypothetical time. Picture this, what if the Gotham breadcrumb isn't teasing Batman at all, but rather Oracle, Barbara Gordon herself, watching from the shadows? Imagine Peacemaker barging into Gotham, cracking jokes about Bat cosplay, while Barbara is the one pulling strings, testing if this idiot has what it takes to be part of something bigger. I mean, Gunn loves flipping expectations. Who's to say Gotham isn't Oracle's stage instead of Batman's? And here's where I want to pull you in, if you had to bet on it. Who do you think Peacemaker will meet first from the Bat? Family? Nightwing? Oracle? Red Hood? Or maybe a curveball like Batwoman? Drop your pick in the comments. I'll be watching to see which theory catches fire. Now, mild self-roast time, I'll be honest, when I first spotted the LordTech logo, I thought it was just another throwaway Easter egg, like Big Belly Burger or LexCorp truck in the background. Yeah, joke's on me, because the more I looked, the more I realized it was a straight-up neon sign screaming PAY at T-N-E-O-M. So hey, at least I can admit I got caught slipping. And let's not forget the callbacks. In my last breakdown, I told you Peacemaker Season 2 wasn't just setting up laughs, it was laying out the bones of the DCU's Phase 1. Well, Episode 2 just proved me right. The RGS files, the Gotham headline, the LordTech reference, they're all part of the same forbidden puzzle. It's not about if they matter, it's about when Gunn decides to cash them in. Here's the looping tension I can't shake. If Argius and LordTech are linked and Gotham's already been teased, then Peacemaker might be the first show to fully bridge the grounded, street-level chaos with the God-tier Justice League world. That's not just a crossover, that's a collision course, and Episode 2 was our warning shot.